Hi friends, Crafty Gal Victoria here. Welcome back if you're a regular viewer. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Victoria and today I'm going to show you some things that I've been crocheting on recently. And by recently, I mean the past few months. I just wanted to show you some things I've been working on. I just don't have a lot of time to record. So when I get the oh my goodness, what's going on with my hair here? Anyway, don't mind that. Let me tuck it in. Just show you some stuff that I've been working on. Okay, so the very first thing I'm really excited about, I'm so excited about this item, guys. So this is a book I have been working on for years, but it's my month by month dishcloth book by Premier Yarns. And it's got every month, there's 2 patterns for each month. So the last time I think I showed you guys this, I had just completed that little chick. And I showed you that one. And the next one for that month, I had to buy, believe it or not, before I got all my yarn in, I had to buy some rainbow yarn, just a couple colors, so I could do the umbrella dishcloth. Well, I did that. Let me show it to you. It turned out super cute. And I just love how it turned out. Oh my goodness. Isn't that adorable? I think it did. It turned out pretty good. I didn't block it. So, I mean, it's a dishcloth. Come on. But I finished my rainbow umbrella dishcloth for the month of April. And now that we're in May, I wanted to show you. Let me change the page. So the next patterns that are for May are these 2 here. So it's the flower basket and this really pretty rose garden is what they're calling it. So I didn't have the exact colors, but close enough. So I did the flower garden. This was super fun to make. And so I made this one. It turned out just lovely. I'll insert some pictures here. I took some better pictures because like this keeps wanting to fold. But here's the back. You just make the flowers separate and sew them on. They're almost too pretty to use. I love them. So this is the flower basket. And then the second one is called Rose Garden. And I love, this was so easy to make, and I love how it turned out. I just love how it turned out. This is the rose garden. To be honest, I don't even know which side is the front. Yeah, that's the front. Isn't that lovely? It turned out so nice. I love the way these turned out. So again, I'll put a picture on this side to show you the pictures I took. And currently I am now working on for next month. I already started it. It's the bride and the groom dishcloth. So I started this one last night. So I'm excited to be working on these and I'll have them ready by June, hopefully, time permitting. So that's one of the items I've been working on. I will link any free patterns that I found. I'll link them down below as always. But here is another item that I crocheted. Christy over at Hooks and Horseshoes inspired me to crochet some hanging plants because she had made some and I just loved them so much. This is the only one I've made so far. I used 2 different patterns. One pattern for the basket, the hanging basket. And then, of course, these are just spirals, like, you know, how you do a chain and then you do 3 double crochets in each stitch across to make it like spiral. But I just used scrap yarn. So this was a great project for what the scrap, because that's all I used was all scrap balls of yarn. And then for the dirt, I just crocheted a circle to fit the same stitch count as the top of the basket. And then I just sewed it on. I didn't follow a pattern for that. I just figured easy peasy lemon squeezy. But this is so cute. I want to make some more, but I want to make different ones like pothos, leaves, maybe, I don't know, some more of these, but with longer spirals. I don't know. I just want to make some different ones. And I think I want to make some with a bigger basket, like a larger basket. So I made this cute little hanging plant. And then I had some chenille yarn in my stash, some velvet yarns, chenille yarn. I don't even know because the ball band was missing. And I made these three. Oh, I got a fuzzy on it. I made these three really cute scrunchies. And I was able to use up all of that ball of my scrap chenille red yarn. My daughter has been waiting and waiting and waiting for these because I made them, I don't know, about a month ago. And I said, no, you can't take them yet. I have to make a video. But super easy scrunchie pattern. I will link a channel down below, the one I followed for these, but they're pretty easy. And then you guys all know the Dollar Tree yarn, the Just Chenille. I'll put a picture here. I had bought several colors in that when I was in Texas, I think still, because I wanted to make like a plushy pig, a plushy elephant, but I've decided I do not like working with this yarn. I don't like it. And I was going to make a plushy frog too. I wound up selling the pink and the green on Facebook Marketplace because they were brand new and I just wasn't going to use them. But I kept this gray color because I figured my daughters would love, my daughter-in-law and my daughter would love this color. So I wound up, this is the one thing I don't like about chenille yarn. It's very wispy, sheds. But I made scrunchies. One ball of the chenille, Just Chenille, the Premier Just Chenille at Dollar Tree makes 4 of these. I've already given one away to my daughter-in-law because I put it in a care basket because she just had, my newest grandbaby was just born. I'll put a little picture here, of course, with her mother's permission. But she was just born and I put together a cute little care basket for Mama along with a crocheted blanket for my new granddaughter, Sadie Mae. So welcome to the world, my little one. And I put a care basket together like with some bath bombs and stuff like this. It's all self-care stuff for Mama. And so yeah, I made 3 more gray scrunchies. And so that was nice. Just so you guys all know, a ball makes 4. So that's pretty good for those of you that do craft fairs and stuff like that. You can get 4 hair scrunchies and for $1.25. Now they're $1.25. Back when I bought them, they were only $1. So that was kind of cool. And then I had this grand idea. I wanted to make black ones because, of course, my daughter loves black, red, gray. You know, those are her colors. So I went into Michael's. I wasn't even, because I didn't have any black in this puffy yarn. And I thought, ooh, let me make her some black. And I could not find black chenille to save my life. And then all of a sudden I saw tucked back down one of the rows in Michael's, tucked way at the back, they had every color under the rainbow except for black. And I saw one skein of black puffy yarn and I just grabbed it. Didn't even read it, didn't pay attention. This is an epic fail. This, I didn't realize, was blanket yarn, and it is stiff and it's sheddy. It's still shedding stuff everywhere, and I hate it. It's a complete fail. I got rid of the black yarn. I got rid of it. I wound up putting it in a little yarn basket of some yarns I didn't want, and sold it on Marketplace with a whole bunch of other types of chunky yarn and stuff like that. So this was an epic fail, but I wanted to show it to you anyway because not everything is a success when we crochet. It's just how it is, right? What else have I made? Okay, I don't know if some of you will appreciate this. It's not something I would have normally made, but I had somebody request that I make Mr. Hankey. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just a weird item. Anyway, he's from South Park, I believe. And this person wanted me to crochet them, the whole family. So they said, can you make this? And I said, of course I can. I can make anything. Not really, but that's what I said. Anyway, I made Mr. Hankey. All I got to do is do his eyes and his mouth. But he's basically a poop. So I made Mr. Hankey, and I was going to crochet the eyes, but I don't know. I just didn't. And when I went to the store to get felt, this is the only way I found it, was in a big pack. So I'm going to have some felt projects coming up. So I just bought some felt. I'm just going to cut them out, draw them on there and cut them out and sew them on. So I made a Mr. Hankey, and he'll be done very soon. So that guy. And then what else did I make? Oh yeah. So I had a request. This is what got me spiraling down this path. I had a request to make a turtle as a keychain for somebody. I was commissioned to make a sea turtle. I obviously no longer have the turtle. I'll put a picture here. Super cute. Their favorite color is blue. They wanted a blue turtle. I made them a blue turtle. And then, of course, that sent me down the rabbit hole with my scraps. So I pulled out my little box of the smallest balls of scraps that I had, and I made 2 more blue ones. So I made a total of 3 blues, and I'll just put pictures here because all the blue ones are gone. And then I made this super cute pink one. I wound up changing the pattern for the feet because she had you doing, like, I don't even remember now, but I just thought there was an easier way, and I just made little bubble feet and just put some stuffing in there. And I wound up making a pink one. So I made 3 blues, this super cute pink one, and this super cute green turtle. And on this guy, I used this tan color. Oh my goodness. And this little limey green bit. Who says you can't have a pink turtle? You can have any color turtle you want. But these worked up really fast. The longest part was sewing the legs and the tail and the head on. I used white on the bottom of this one, cream color on the bottom of this one. And the color combo possibilities are endless. So I made 5 keychain turtles. And then I found a pattern on YouTube, a tutorial on how to make a heart. I can make a basic heart, but I wanted it to be tiny. I didn't want like a big heart keychain. So I wound up finding this tutorial, and I made heart keychains. I made a purple one too. I'm going to make more, but I have a whole collaboration list of stuff now to make all different colors of the rainbow. I just love them. Even variegated ones, I think that would look so cute. And they're nice and tiny. I mean, they measure, I think, what? Just over 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. Yeah, about 1.5 inches wide and about 1 inch tall. And to me, that's like the perfect size for a keychain. I also made a purple one. I'll stick a picture here. I made a purple one for my sweet friend Barbara for her birthday. And speaking of my sweet friend Sailboat Barbara, I got to meet her. I was so excited. They had come to Arizona because they went to the Grand Canyon. And while they were here, we were able to get together and go out to dinner at a wonderful restaurant here in Phoenix. The atmosphere was amazing. It was more amazing to meet her and her husband, Doug, in person. Of course, we all know Barbara. We've been talking to Barbara. She goes and visits many people's YouTube channels, and she's just such a great support of the channel, and I am so happy I finally got to meet her. We only took 1 or 2 pictures. I wish I would have thought to have the waitress take a picture of all 4 of us at the dinner table. I just didn't think. I was so caught up in the moment of just visiting with Barbara and Doug. It was such a great, wonderful visit. And I'm just so happy to have finally met her in person and meet her husband, Doug. I love him. He's wonderful. And they're just great people. I just had so much fun. I didn't want the night to end, but they had an early flight the next day. So we had to part ways, and hopefully next time I see her, maybe I can go visit her in Florida, or if they're out this way again, they can stay at the house and stay with us for some time. But it was just so wonderful to meet you, Barbara. So blessed to have you in my life. All right, so the next thing I made, okay, so you guys remember I made that little hat. I'll put a picture here. Black Light, out of the yarn Black Light by, I believe it's Red Heart. Well, I wound up making a matching scarf, and this will fit a child up to age 10. So I did fringe, and I just made a really cute scarf to match that hat. So that turned out really cute. I wanted to get that made and to match that hat. So I made the scarf. And what else did I make? Let me look in my book. So my 2024 book, that, look, it's coming apart. I got to re-glue that. This book Christy got me, not last year for Christmas, but the Christmas before, and I was going to have it be my 2024 crochet book. But you know what happened? I did January's projects of 2024 in this book, and then I just didn't record anything anymore. I don't know why. So I did January of 2024. I started keeping track of all the projects I was making, and then I just stopped. I just stopped marking it down. So I decided this will be my 2025 crochet book. And so far, so good. I've been writing everything down. So my 2024 book has become my 2025 crochet book. And I am doing really, really good. I have all of my months filled up to May. Boop. I'm not going to let you see what I've been working on because that'll be in a future video, because I try to get enough stuff made before I start showing you everything. Okay, the next thing I did was I came across a channel. Oh gosh, I'll put it right here. But she does amazing tutorials and she makes beautiful things. But I wanted to learn mosaic crochet. So I started off small with a little swatch, and I'm going to use this as a mug rug, but it's so fun. That's the back. That's the front. So very first mosaic crochet type project I've been doing. I don't know what to do with these ends yet. I might like braid them or twist them or something. But isn't that fun? I'm going to block it so it lays straight, because see how it's kind of curling up a little bit right there? But how cute is that? I want to start doing mosaic crochet. I want to make like a blanket or something. But it's gorgeous. It reminds me of when I lived on the reservation. I've lived on several reservations growing up because my mother was a traveling nurse. And we'd move around a lot, and she would get traveling nurse assignments, Apache Reservation, Navajo Reservation. So we've lived on some Native American reservations over the years growing up as a child. And this just reminds me, not this in particular, but mosaic crochet reminds me a lot of the Southwest Native American art. It's beautiful. So I love it. I just chose 2 scrap balls to practice. But I would love to make something in some very like Southwest themed colors in mosaic crochet, like a blanket. Oh, that would be stunning, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I want to do that. So I did a practice swatch just to see if I could do it, and I love it. It turned out so, so good. But when I told my husband I was going to use this as a mug rug, he said, well, I need some new mug rugs. We have a couple that we use all the time. He keeps one by his computer desk. He keeps one by the chair where he sits out in the living room. We have them all over the place. So I asked him to pick out some colors from my cotton yarn. And this is one of the ones he's chose. It's like a speckled blue denim kind of color. It's really pretty. He loves blue. So I made him this one. And then he chose this color. It's like a very light blue. It's really pretty. He chose this. These are all made out of cotton yarn. So then he chose this color. He has a turquoise one. And then he wanted something a little bit more neutral to go out by the living room reclining chair that he has. So then he chose this color. God, the lighting is awful in here right now. I'm so sorry. But then he chose this color. It's like a jute. It's really, really pretty. And that's another color that he selected. So I made these 3 mug rugs out of cotton yarn. And last but not least, I showed you guys in my thrift store haul this beautiful ball of, I didn't know what it was. I think it might be puzzle yarn maybe. It kind of feels like Premier puzzle yarn, but I don't know. But it's gorgeous, and I was showing you guys this amazing color. Well, I had to use it right away. So I made a hat. I made this little hat, and let me show you something else. So you guys, sometimes I've shown this in the past. I found this glass model head years ago when I lived in Alaska at, what's it called? Salvation Army. I found this at Salvation Army up in Alaska. My husband picked it up and was like, hey, honey, would you want this? And I'm like, yes. Anyways, I had this one. Guess what I found at Goodwill here in Arizona? I found another one. It's a little bit bigger. I love it. But here's that gorgeous hat. This is how it turned out. This one's a lot heavier. I love the glass model heads. You can see the size comparison. Oop, you can see the size comparison. This one's a little bit smaller. This one's larger, and they're heavy. This one's not as heavy. This one is heavy. But I just love the way the hat turned out. It's so gorgeous. This is the head. It's like a real size human head almost. Almost. Look how big my head is. But you can see the size difference. And I think I paid like $5 or $6 for this one. I'm so happy to have found that. And just because I'm not sure if I've shown this before, I'm going to go ahead and show you it really quickly. Anyways, my friends, that is everything I've been working on. I hope you enjoyed this little crochet catch-up video. And I will be back very soon with a What the Scrap video. I've been working on my yarn scraps, even though this was scraps, and like the keychains. I always want to call them keychains. The keychains that I've been making. I have a lot more keychain videos saved, so you'll be seeing more of those. Like I showed you in my birthday haul, I got that whole packet of keychains, and I have saved some really cute patterns, so expect those in a future video. I've got to get back to work on working on this fabric and yarn that has come in with my U-Haul shipment from my storage shed in Alaska. I got to finish up Mr. Hankey. I did make one more other keychain, but it's not appropriate for YouTube, so I'm not going to show it. It was a commissioned project, and so that's out of the house, but it was I'm just going to say eggplant shaped keychain for somebody that requested a commissioned product. So that is gone. I normally don't make stuff like that. I only made it specifically for a person. So anyways, my friends, all my dishcloths, I'm caught up. I'm working on June, and I hope you enjoyed all the fun crochet goodness that I've made. Happy crafting, happy crocheting, happy everything to everybody. And I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and we'll see you really soon in the next video. Crafty Gal Victoria here. Bye, my friends. Welcome back. If you are welcome. If you are Why can I not think of the words?